David Tafuri is an international lawyer at the law firm Dentons. He joins me now from Washington. David, thank you so much for your time. So, we've been told that this report has found no conspiracy to collude. Now, after something like 2,800 subpoenas, about 500 witnesses spoken to, surely we can have confidence in that conclusion.
Well, remember, all we've heard so far is Attorney General Barr's summary of the report. But Attorney General Barr did quote from the report with respect to that conclusion that there was not collusion with the Russians. So we have to trust that he's summarized that accurately, he's quoted Mueller accurately, and that they put that aside. However, there are still remaining questions that you would wonder if the report answers, such as why was Manafort talking to Kalimnik, a Russian agent? Why did he pass along polling data? Why was Roger Stone talking to WikiLeaks? That Mueller has apparently concluded this was not collusion between the campaign and the Russians. But why was that happening? It would be helpful to get more information about what he concluded about that. And then also, as your previously reporting described with respect to obstruction, Mueller declined to make a conclusion about whether there was obstruction that violated the law or not. So he declined to decide whether he believed Trump had committed crimes. He left that for the Attorney General to decide. We learned in the Attorney General's letter today that the Attorney General does not believe that the evidence gives rise to a prosecutable crime. But that doesn't mean that Congress can't act on it.
It sounds like there's much to be gained for seeing the full text of this report. We're hearing that the US Attorney General, William Barr, might be asked to testify. Mueller might be asked to testify. Is there more to be gained from that?
Well, I think there's definitely more to be gained for the report to be made public. If you remember, 2 weeks ago, the House of Representatives in Congress voted unanimously for the report to be disclosed to the public. That means that both Democrats and Republicans support that. They want, for transparency purposes, for Mueller's full report to be made public, maybe with some minor redactions to account for any national security issues that are implicated in the report. But I think everybody would benefit from transparency purposes, and that's why you hear some Democrats in Congress still calling for it to be made public. And the other way they can get information about the report is to call Mueller or call Barr to testify in a hearing. That would also allow us to get more information about what's in that report.
Just very briefly, a lot of people are talking about the other investigations that are going on. Do you think we'll get more from that aspect, or was Mueller the big moment?
Well, Mueller's the big moment on Russia collusion and obstruction with respect to the investigation into Russia collusion. But there are other investigations that delve into other peripheral aspects of things that Mueller was investigating. That includes potentially financial crimes. It certainly includes campaign finance crimes, which we know that prosecutors in New York are looking at. We also know that there's still a prosecution to go forward next year that Mueller's attorneys will be handling, which is of Roger Stone. That does involve some collusion, but apparently there wasn't enough evidence in Mueller's view for that to lead to crimes that the president may have committed.